I've got an interesting one today. So here we are with my bird, Otogi. So my bird, Otogi, little cockatiel, he's taught me much about emotional healing. And by the way, just to let you know, I haven't actually had him for that long. It's only been almost 2 months now, and my first pet, so I am a total novice. But I feel like I've learned quite a lot already, actually. And one of those things is that when you are approaching the bonding between you and your pet, you want to be slow and you want to respect their boundaries, which of course is basic to know. But this is very relevant to the way that we should approach our emotions also. So when I approach my bird Otogi, his warning sign is, and whenever he does that, I just go, okay, this is where you are getting a little bit uncomfortable now, and I'm just gonna stay here, but I won't go any further, or I'll just back off, like I won't stay there, but I'll just back off. But I'll just see what happens. If he keeps hissing and the hissing gets louder or more intense, then I'll go away. But otherwise, I'll just be like, okay, let's just see if we can stay here. He might calm down. And sometimes what happens is that he hisses initially, and then if I just stay where I was at the point that he was hissing, then he might start to calm down and start to sing. No, he doesn't do that. But yeah, so in the context of emotional healing, we must approach our emotions in the same way, where we're being really slow, really patient, and that when the nervous system starts to become really overwhelmed, this is like the hissing of the nervous system. And so we have to be like, all right, okay, this is the point that we are getting a little bit uncomfortable now, like a little bit too much, let's not go any further than here. So just to do that. And each time you find that with my bird, every single time I've done that, every single time that I've respected the boundary of that's too far, don't come any closer, whenever I listen to that, each time I see my bird, that threshold gets a little bit higher. He can become comfortable with me getting a little bit closer. And then I respect the boundary again once he hisses again. But this time, it took a little bit longer before he got to that point of needing to hiss to say, go away. And that happens every time. So it's just about being really patient, really slow. Another way of saying this is through my hand exercises. As a musician, I've got to stretch my hands and make sure that I still have flexibility and that I'm not going to get something like arthritis when I'm older. So one of the things I do is I will just, take my fingers a little bit back. I'll just take these two fingers back like this. But I'm not going to go any further than the point of like, oh, I can feel that, So you gotta, oh, I can feel that, You're just stretching it back a little bit, but just going slow with it, not going like, like that, because that, you're just going to injure yourself like that. So you just do it a little bit and then release. And then each time you do that, you can go a little bit further the next time. It's a little bit further the next time, but taking it really slow. I'm not saying that this happens within an hour and by the end of the hour, you can go really far back. This happens over time, like over weeks, months, however long it takes you. But just to go slow each time, just keep doing that. You're slowly developing more flexibility. Same with yoga as well. When I did yoga, my teachers always said to me, always go to the point of the strain, but don't go past that point. Don't go past that point. Otherwise, you're going to injure yourself. And this is the same with emotions, once again, that we end up re-traumatizing ourselves if we don't respect our own boundary. When the nervous system starts to become really overwhelmed, and it's that kind of, no, this is it, hard line, don't go any further than this. When you go further than that, it's almost like an emotional injury, and you have yet again re-traumatized yourself. So to actually start to release that energy, and for good, then we have to be really slow, just like I approach my bird, just like I approach my hand exercises. So yeah, I hope that's helpful, and I will see you in the next video. He's doing a bit of bird yoga. You doing some bird yoga, huh?